Welcome to the Nat English Podcast. I'm Nat.
And I'm Ethan. What's up, everyone?
Ethan, how are you doing today? Like, honestly.
Honestly, I'm doing pretty good. A little sleepy, but mentally I'm here. How about you?
Same. I feel like my brain is awake, but my body is still loading.
Still loading is so accurate. Did you have a busy morning?
Yeah, I had this long day already. Coffee, emails, and pretending I'm productive.
The classic adult combo. I'm on my second coffee, so I feel unstoppable for the next 20 minutes.
That's enough time to record a podcast episode, right?
Exactly. Okay, Nat, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're getting into something that a lot of people ask me about, especially students and working professionals.
Let me guess. Presentations?
Yes, but specifically, how to do a presentation in English in a way that sounds natural, confident, and not like you're reading a script.
Because presenting in your own language is already scary. Presenting in English can feel like double pressure.
Totally. You're thinking about your topic, your slides, your timing, and at the same time, you're like, is my grammar okay? Am I speaking too fast? What if I forget a word?
And the worst moment is when you know the idea in your head, but the English just disappears.
Exactly. So in this episode, we're going to share practical tips you can actually use, like how to open your presentation, how to transition smoothly, and what to say when you get stuck.
Plus, we'll give you some ready-to-use phrases that sound real, not too formal, not too robotic.
Right. Think of this as your friendly guide to presenting in English without feeling overwhelmed.
All right, let's jump in. Nat, how do you start a presentation in English without sounding awkward?
Okay, step 1, let's talk about the opening. Option A, friendly and direct. Hi everyone, thanks for being here today. Good morning/afternoon everyone. I'm Name, and today I'm going to talk about...
Option B, if you want to sound more confident and structured. Today, I'd like to walk you through. In this presentation, I'll cover 3 main points.
Option C, if you want to grab attention. Simple but effective. Quick question, have you ever... Let's start with a simple fact. I want to begin with a short story.
And if you're nervous, a nice trick is to state the goal of your talk. Like, by the end of this presentation, you'll understand. My goal today is to show you...
Yes, that one makes you sound professional immediately.
Okay, Nat, what about introducing the structure?
Super important. After your first sentence, tell them the roadmap. I'll start by blank, then I'll move on to blank, and finally I'll end with blank. First, blank, second, blank, and lastly, blank. Feel free to save questions until the end. Please jump in if you have questions.
Okay, so you've opened well, now you move into the main content. This is where people get lost and start reading slides.
True. The key is using transition phrases so your talk flows. Let's break it down into small parts. A. Moving from the intro to the first point. Try these. All right, let's get started. So let's begin with, first, I'd like to talk about...
These sound natural and are easy to remember.
B. Introducing each main point. Use clear signposting. The first key point is, now let's talk about what's important here is, the main takeaway from this slide is...
I'm like main takeaway because it tells people what to focus on.
C. Explaining examples. Examples make your English sound more natural. For example, let me give you an example. To put it simply, in other words...
In other words is great when you want to rephrase if you forget a word.
D. Talking about data or a chart. Super useful. If you have charts, use these. As you can see here, this graph shows, if you look at the numbers, the trend is increasing/decreasing. The biggest change happens here.
And if you want to compare it to last year. In contrast, on the other hand,
E. Moving to the next point. Smooth transitions. These are gold. Now that we've covered that, let's move on to next I'll talk about. That brings me to my next point.
And if you want to pause or check understanding, does that make sense so far? Any questions before I continue?
But only say that if you actually have time for questions.
Facts.
F. If you make a mistake, recovery phrases. This is real life. Use these. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Let me say that again. What I mean is, give me a second.
Those phrases save you from panicking.
3. How to close the presentation. Words and phrases. Closings are important because you want people to remember the final message.
Yes, don't just end with, okay, that's all, thank you. You can, but we can do better.
A. Signal that you're ending. Use a clear signal. All right, to wrap things up, so to summarize, before I finish, let me quickly recap the key points.
B. Summarize your main points. Keep it simple. Today we talked about X, Y, and Z. The key points are, the main takeaway is,
C. End with a strong final line. You can end with, if you remember one thing from today, let it be this. The most important message here is, so the next step is, especially for business presentations.
and if you want to invite action, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's discuss what this could look like in practice. I'm happy to answer any questions.
D. Q&A phrases. Very useful. For questions, thank you. Now I'd be happy to take any questions. Does anyone have any questions? That's a great question. Thanks for asking. Let me think for a second. I don't have that number right now, but I can follow up after this.
That last one is so professional, much better than guessing.
So if we simplify everything, open with a clear greeting plus topic plus roadmap, present with transitions plus simple explanation plus examples, close with a recap plus takeaway plus questions.
And the secret is you don't need big words. You need clear words.
Exactly. Okay, Ethan, should we give them a quick example of a full mini opening?
Yes, like a short script people can copy-paste in their brain.
All right, here's a simple one you can basically copy-paste in your brain. All right, here's a simple one you can basically copy-paste in your brain. A. Example. Full opening script. Simple and natural. Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Nat, and today I'm going to talk about your topic. This is important because one simple reason. I'll start by point 1, then I'll move on to point 2, and finally I'll end with point 3. Feel free to ask questions at the end.
That's clean. It sounds professional, but not stiff.
Exactly. Now, if you want a more casual opening, like for a class presentation. Hi everyone. So today I'll be sharing about topic. I'll keep it simple. We'll look at point 1, point 2, and point 3. Let's get started.
Love it. I'll keep it simple instantly relaxes the room. B. How to introduce your topic clearly without big words. Nat, sometimes people try to sound smart and end up confusing everyone.
True. So here's a trick. Use clear verbs. Instead of discuss, elaborate, demonstrate all the time, mix in simple ones. Here are easy verbs that sound natural. Talk about, explain, show, share, compare, highlight, focus on, go over.
And you can build super useful sentences like, today I'm going to explain. I want to show you. I'll briefly go over. I'll focus on.
Yep, simple English equals confident English. Example, presenting each point with smooth transitions. Okay, now we're in the main body. Let's say your presentation has 3 points. Point 1 starter. First, let's talk about point 1. The main idea here is one sentence.
Then give an example. For example, blank. Or another example is blank.
Moving to point 2. Now that we've covered that, let's move on to point 2, or Next, I'd like to talk about point 2.
And you can connect ideas with because, so, that's why, as a result.
Like, this matters because. So what this means is, moving to point 3. Finally, let's look at point 3. The last point is,
The key is you guide the listener. You don't just dump information.
exactly. You're basically saying, hey, follow me, here's where we are. Useful real-life phrases while presenting to sound natural. These are phrases native speakers use all the time in presentations. Let me break this down. Here's what that looks like. The key thing to remember is, I want to highlight, this is a quick overview. Don't worry about the details, just focus on the main idea.
And if you get stuck, you can buy time. Let me think for a second. How should I put this? Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say is,
Those phrases are lifesavers. Example, closing script, strong and clean.
okay, Nat, let's close the presentation like a pro.
Here's a solid closing template. All right, to wrap things up, today we talked about point 1, point 2, and point 3. The main takeaway is one key message. Thank you for listening. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Simple, clear, and not awkward.
If you want a slightly more confident ending, before I finish, let me quickly recap the key points. Recap in one sentence. So moving forward, action/next step. Thank you. Any questions?
And if you're in school and want to sound natural, so yeah, that's my presentation about topic. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?
That one is casual, but still polite. Mini practice. One full short presentation flow. Super short. Let's give them a mini full example, like 30 seconds.
Okay, imagine the topic is benefits of exercise.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Nad, and today I'm going to talk about the benefits of exercise. I'll cover 3 points: physical health, mental health, and daily energy. First, exercise improves physical health, like your heart and muscles. For example, even a 20-minute walk helps. Next, it supports mental health by reducing stress. Finally, it gives you more energy throughout the day. So, to wrap things up, exercise helps your body, your mind, and your energy levels. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
That's it. Clear English, easy structure, no big fancy words.
Okay, next,
Okay, step 1. Let's talk about the opening.
Yes, because the first 20 seconds decide everything. If you start strong, you feel more confident.
Exactly. And the biggest mistake people make is starting too stiff, like a robot.
Like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will present my presentation.
Please don't do that. Let's make it simple and natural. So, here are a few easy opening lines you can choose from.
Exactly. Let's get into pacing and delivery because this is what makes your presentation sound confident even if you're nervous.
Yes, people think confidence is perfect English, but honestly, it's more about clear pace plus clear pauses. Pacing. How fast should you speak?
Rule of thumb, speak slower than you think you need to.
Especially if it's a presentation in English and your audience might not be native speakers.
A simple trick, aim for short sentences. Don't try to put 5 ideas in one sentence.
Like, instead of, today I will explain the marketing strategy, which includes multiple steps and also the timeline and the budget.
Today I'll explain our marketing strategy. First, the main goal. Second, the timeline. Third, the budget.
Boom. Clear, easy to follow.
Pauses are powerful. Pauses make you sound like you're in control.
And it gives your brain time to breathe. Here are good places to pause. After your greeting, after you say your topic, before a key point, after an important number or result, before your final takeaway.
Example. Today, I'm going to talk about customer satisfaction. And the key point is this. Customers stay longer when the experience feels personal.
That pause makes it feel like, okay, listen up.
If you sound monotone, the audience gets sleepy, even if your content is good.
Yep. Choose 1 to 2 keywords per sentence and hit them a bit stronger. Example, the main problem is time. The key takeaway is this. This is important because...
Questions are amazing because they wake people up.
Quick practical tips. First, don't stare at your slides like they're giving you oxygen.
Yeah, your slides are support, not your script.
Here's a simple method. Look at the audience when you speak. Glance at slides only to point something out. Then go back to the audience.
And for hands, if you don't know what to do, hold a clicker or a pen and keep gestures simple.
Okay, real talk. Sometimes you will feel nervous.
100%. So here's what you can do during the presentation.
A. Micro reset trick.
Take a breath, then say a transition phrase. It buys time and sounds natural. Use, all right, so, okay, let's move on. Now, the next point is,
It sounds like you're leading when actually you're resetting.
if you forget a word, don't panic. Use a simple replacement. It's similar to, basically, how can I say this? Let me rephrase.
Or describe it in simple words. The audience cares about your idea, not your perfect vocabulary.
And if you make a mistake, just correct it calmly. Sorry, let me correct that. What I meant was, let me say that again.
The more relaxed you are about mistakes, the more relaxed the audience feels.
Q&A can feel scary because you can't fully prepare.
So you need a few safe phrases. When you understand the question, thanks for the question. That's a great question. In my opinion, based on what we've seen,
When you don't understand, super important phrase. Sorry, could you repeat the question? Could you say that a little slower? Just to make sure I understand, are you asking about...
that last one is perfect. You repeat it in your own words.
When you don't know the answer. This is the pro move. That's a really good question. I don't have the exact answer right now, but I can follow up after this. I'll need to check the data, but I can get back to you.
Better than guessing and looking unprepared. Let's give them a mini cheat sheet. Phrases you can memorize.
Okay. Opening. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. Today, I'm going to talk about... I'll cover 3 main points.
Transitions. Let's start with, now let's move on to, that brings me to,
Explaining. In simple terms, for example, the main takeaway is...
closing. To wrap things up. So to summarize, thank you. Any questions?
Last tip before we end this episode segment. Don't try to sound like a textbook.
Exactly. Use your natural style. Simple English plus clear structure equals strong presentation.
And practice out loud, just once or twice. Not to memorize, but to feel the flow.
Okay, Nat, should we give them a short homework challenge?
Yes, here's a quick one. Write a 4-sentence mini presentation. Greeting, topic and purpose, 1 key point and example, summary, and thank you.
And record yourself. Listen once. Fix one thing. That's it.
All right, that's all for today's episode of the Nat English Podcast.
Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye!